Today I'm going to make a delicious vegetable dish with butternut squash, carrots, parsnips, some ginger, and some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to use a little basting oil for the seasoning, and I'm going to use this tool to help get the dish ready. This is a giant carrot peeler and sharpener. And if you watch one of my future videos, you'll see that I'm going to give one like it away to one of my subscribers. So to start with, we're going to take the Brussels sprouts, and these are washed, about a pound of Brussels sprouts, but they haven't been cleaned or cut yet. Now I'm going to prepare these in a way that we call shaved Brussels sprouts. Sometimes you pay a lot of money for getting Brussels sprouts shaved, but really all you do is cut them into thirds. So cut the tough end off where they attach to the plant, and then cut the Brussels sprout into thirds and put it in a baking dish. Okay, now to the shaved Brussels sprouts, I'm going to add some butternut squash. So first I'm going to peel this. A lot of people are afraid to tackle these things, but they're really not that bad. You just want to get a real strong peeler, and go ahead and peel all the outside off. You can also buy butternut squash already peeled in chunks, but this is the freshest way and the way you're going to get the most vitamins. I don't fuss a whole lot with the ends. This is a vegetable that's a little slippery in your hands, but I'm going to show you the safest way to cut it. Okay, now that it's peeled, just take a knife and cut off the ends. And this part isn't hard, really. You can hang on to it nice and solid at the ends so that you have a flat surface. Do the same thing on the other end. Get rid of the stem. This is part you don't need. Then you have a nice solid place to sit this, to cut this in half. Okay, once you have it in half, you'll see there's very little seeds in here, but just take a scooper of some kind and get the seeds out as if it was a pumpkin. There's not a lot involved in cleaning these. Okay, for this recipe I'm just going to use 1/2. And I'm going to lay it down on the flat surface. Again, the way you get safety in your kitchen is to get a flat surface to press against. And I'm just going to cut strips. Okay. Now again, we have another flat surface, and this gets easier as you go. You just want to make nice little cubes. Now you have another flat surface to cut against, and you just want to make nice little cubes real quick. Quick and easy. Make sure they're pretty uniform, because that's how you're going to get them to be done at the same time. Okay, the smaller they are, the faster they're going to cook. So nice little bite-sized pieces. And then this spreads the color around the dish. Add them to the Brussels sprouts. Okay, let's take our other vegetables and get them in there too. Now here's the fun part. You can use your giant carrot peeler carrot sharpener and just peel the rough parts of skin off of the carrots. They don't have to be perfect, just take the dirty stuff off from growing in the ground. You could do the same thing with parsnip. These were already washed, but they still have some residue from growing in the ground as they're all root vegetables. Alright, and then we're going to get rid of the shavings, and I'll show you something really fun. Okay, take the sharpener now and sharpen your vegetables. I'll just take off the tips. But as you sharpen these, they can go right into your dish. It's a nice, thin, curly parsnip here that we're going to have going throughout the dish of vegetables. When you use this tool, you can use it to make little curly cues for dressing your salads or special dishes. And I just want to add a little bit of each type of color because I think it makes a really cool looking vegetable. Appetizing and something that kids like to try. You can actually make roses out of them to garnish your plates, or you can put strips and roses into soups that you make, but for this dish it's just going to dress it up. In my next video, if you subscribe, and I'm going to give one of these away to one of my subscribers. So check back and get in on that if you want. It's just a fun little gadget for your kitchen. You can see how you can change the look of some of your dishes with it. Now I'm going to add a piece of ginger because I like the taste of that mixed in here. So I just peeled a piece of that and I'm going to make little slices. I don't want it to be overwhelming flavor in the dish, but it's really adds a little kick to it. Okay, spread that around a little bit. And the last ingredient that I'm adding is Wegmans Basting Oil. This is a sunflower oil that's organic, and in the bottom there's a lot of good seasonings. These are bits of parsley, thyme, and garlic. So you don't have to add all those separate ingredients. And the sunflower oil is a very nice oil to cook with. So the only thing you have to do here is make sure you shake it up. And now we're just going to drizzle this around. And we're going to put this in the oven at 375 degrees and roast it for about 45 minutes. Here it is, finished butternut casserole with Brussels sprouts, roasted, so nice and tender now. Enjoy your vegetables.